What's stopping you from becoming a millionaire? Oh, don't get me started. I don't have a garage to start in. That's fair, that's valid. $999,999.
I buy a coffee every day.
Well, of course you're not going to be a millionaire if you buy Starbucks. Continuing to not win the lottery. I don't want to be a millionaire. I just want photos. Photos of Spider-Man! My dad refuses to give me a small loan of $1 million. A lack of billionaires' children to hold hostage for ransom money. Hello and welcome everybody back to Ask EmKay. My name's Brandon and let's just jump into these questions. Come on. What is the best response to, do you know who I am? Who do you think you are? I am? Did you forget? No. Who do you think you are? Ronnie Pickering! The joke there is that in the UK there's a dude named Ronnie Pickering who said, do you know who I am in a road rage thing? See, I do my research sometimes. Yes, and I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. I had a customer with a wealthy and powerful father give me the, do you know who my father is routine? I replied with the sincere, I'm sorry, I have no idea, but I'm sure you'll find him one day. It broke her brain. What was okay 10 years ago, but today isn't? A lot of things. Passing out free USB flash drives as a promotional item for a company. Pretending to drink beer from your iPhone 2. Now that's a classic and it'll never die. Wearing mustache-themed apparel and buying songs for 99 cents on iTunes. Would be rather strange to do that nowadays. Showing people cool apps on your phone. You can still get away with that today. I mean, nobody's gonna care. But did they really care in 2012? Using a phone with a physical keyboard. Threw me off hearing keyboard, but they do mean a number pad, and yeah, that's probably not something you'll find. Naming your daughter Isis. Did that happen? I remember a few people, but is that a common thing? Coughing on an airplane. Yeah, that's pretty self-explanatory. Jesus returns and sees our world. What's the first thing he says? I'm telling Dad! I'm going back to bed. Yeah, you crawl back in that rock. Cave? Whoops. Jesus Christ. Hey, you can't take your name in vain if I can't. Well, time to tell Dad to start from scratch again. I died for this? Noah, get the boat. I'm not an illegal immigrant. What's the weirdest compliment you've ever received? Was told I have a beautiful brain while doing a paid MRI study. My girlfriend in college once said that she wished she had legs like mine. Okay, I misread that and I kind of thought he meant his girlfriend just didn't have legs. Well, let's move on. Your oral cavity is wonderful to work with. So spacious, my dentist. You have a cool left ear. All I could think was, well, what the f*** is wrong with my right one? You're surprisingly nimble for a fat guy. I've gotten that a couple times. Nice stream, bro. Well, I was peeing in a bathroom at Chicago O'Hare. All right, people, quick lesson. Never speak in a bathroom. Thank you. Optometrist told me my eyes were physically perfectly healthy and they'd make perfect specimen. I think that optometrist wants to take your eyes. You're not beautiful, but you're photogenic. Oh, thanks, I guess. Women of Reddit. What makes men instantly unattractive? If they look anything like me, baby. Whoa. Yeah. Poor hygiene. That goes for everyone. A loud mouth. When you talk about something you're passionate about and they don't listen or say it's a stupid hobby, immediately makes me not like them. Also, any reference to them being an alpha male, having a wife. Yeah, that's a bit of a buzzkill. What gets a lot of hate but deserves every bit of it? This guy right here. Never mind. Scammers that rip off old and poor people. Tabloids. I'm amazed that they're still allowed to exist considering how much bullshit they publish. Non-skippable video ads. If one of those played before this video, oops. Child molesters.
Yeah, I think they deserve it. Yeah.
Cancer. Yeah, everyone's in agreement. People who talk at the theater. Like, I get whispering to your friends if you have a joke, but like, keep it quiet. You gotta keep it quiet. Women of Reddit. What do men do that confuses you? That they can have friends, they've known them for years, but not have picked up more than basic information about them. Trying to impress women by doing things that would only impress other men. Why do men love the top of the door frame? They always jump for it. You just want to get your fingers up there. Spending 40 plus minutes on the toilet. What are y'all doing in there? All right, fellas, on 3, let's all say it. 1, 2, 3. Pokemon. Of course you're playing Pokemon. Taking any opportunity to throw things into something like it's a basketball. Refusing to go to the doctor. Now, I'm different. I just don't know what my insurance is. What is an encounter that made you believe that other humans are quite literally experiencing a different version of reality? Hearing 2 people recount different versions of an event that the 3 of us together witnessed was bizarre. I felt like a judge trying to decide who made the better case. Every time I listen to my mother, you can say one thing and she will hear the exact opposite. There is that infamous guy commentating football matches for our public television channels. Let's just say that what happens in the game and what is described hardly ever matches. Finding out I'm autistic at 25 and realizing why I've felt like an alien species my whole life. Once met someone who never typed the letter I. What's the weirdest sub? I personally don't like tuna sandwiches. Oh, you mean subreddit? Okay, subreddit. Weirdest subreddit. I forgot the name of it, but there was a subreddit where it just showed grandmas with pies they made, but it was titled as hardcore granny porn. r/wolves with watermelons. I can't imagine how this subreddit came to be. Definitely r/Alzheimer's group. If you don't know, it's a fake group where they trick people into thinking they have Alzheimer's and making it worse. r/Amish. 0 posts, a lot of members. r/bread stapled to trees. Hey, don't call that weird. It's my favorite subreddit. r/girls shitting things. What would you wish on your worst enemy? A conscience. Let her realize the horrific things she's done. I'd like all their teeth to turn really yellow and stay yellow no matter what they do. Alright, somebody definitely did that one to me. Permanent Cheeto fingers. Just orange cheese dust getting on everything. Stubbing and breaking their toe, and right as it's about to be done healing, it happens again, over and over for the rest of their pitiful time on this hell we call Earth. Okay, calm down. Taste buds in their asshole. Yummy. Quick scan with McAfee on their computer. Oh, you monster. That they get a flat tire on the way to their next interview, but then the spare also goes flat. Permanently wet socks. What did the pandemic teach you about people? You can't trust anybody, that's what I've learned. They'll think I'm essential until I ask for more money. If we were in a zombie apocalypse, people would definitely hide if they've been bitten. Stupidity has no limit. Critical thinking is a skill many people do not have. That a lot of parents have no idea how to parent, and worse still, don't like their kids. That meeting wasn't actually necessary in person. What is no reason to exist in 2022, but yet it does. Uploading your resume and then manually filling out all the same information on a separate page when applying for a job. Oh my god, it drives me crazy. Expensive funerals. Yeah, it seems kind of scummy to put a loved one in the grave and your wallet at the same time. In 2010, I found a book that was titled 88 Reasons Why Jesus is Coming Back in 1988. It did not age well. I work in an Amazon warehouse. The other day I shipped out a 2019 wall calendar. I have no idea who needs this. The small X button on mobile ads. Those things have to be fake. I press it and it just brings me to the store. What's the point? Poor internet connection. Theoretically, we should have that figured out by now, but I guess I understand the technology's not really there. What are some disturbing facts about space? The largest black hole we have discovered has a diameter of 490 trillion kilometers. Earth's diameter is roughly 13,000 kilometers. Ooh, that's spooky. There is no up or down. We'll never be able to discover it all. That's what you think with a quitter's attitude like that? I truly don't believe most of us are capable of comprehending the vastness of space and the distance between things. The vast distance between solar systems and the near impossibility of interstellar human travel. A spoonful of degenerate matter from a neutron star would roughly weigh the same as Earth. What's a movie trope you are sick and tired of? When someone is stabbed/shot, limps around in pain for 30 seconds, then continues on as if nothing happened. Arya Stark. People being knocked out for hours and no brain damage. Bombs with helpful color-coded wires. Wait, they don't do that? Then how am I supposed to defuse this thing? Just once, I'd like to see somebody struggle to find parking in Los Angeles, when a simple conversation could have entirely solved the central conflict of the movie. Villain is chasing main character. Main character hides around corner. Villain turns corner where main character is. Main character somehow hid 2 seconds before villain turned the corner, showing the villain is evil by having them kill a henchman for a mistake. Men of Reddit, what are some unwritten rules we have? Don't throw a friend under the bus to impress someone, ever. Bros before hoes. When walking upstairs behind a woman, the stairs instantly become the most interesting thing. These stairs are really made out of stairs, huh? When you're strapping down a strap, you must say, that's not going anywhere, or you will lose everything on the trailer. If a friend buys you a drink and you don't pay it back, you just buy the next round. If he's flirting with her, we don't interrupt until he takes a piss. Don't poke fun at the way a man makes his income. If he wants to sell feet, who cares? Don't know where he's getting the feet, but, you know, a grunt and a nod is an entirely acceptable conversation. A big bag of soil, dry dog food, or rice must be slapped. Tongs for barbecue must be clicked 2 to 3 times before using them. What is the best cartoon ever? Classic Looney Tunes definitely deserves a place in the Hall of Fame. The Simpsons, or rather the first 10 seasons. Samurai Jack, the original Powerpuff Girls. SpongeBob's first 3 seasons, and maybe the first half of season 4. Tom and Jerry, Adventure Time for me. All really good choices. And it's kind of hard to pick out of all of those. What's the one thing people in their 20s should definitely do before turning 30? Start doing mobility exercises and stretching. Brush your damn teeth. Realize that your friend group from your early 20s will most likely look completely different by your later 20s and into your 30s, and that's okay. Learn to stop seeing 30 as some depressing end. Can still do your hobbies, make new friends, etc. at 30 plus. Now it's 50 that... Other than investing, get your physical and mental health in order. That second one is kind of a tall order, but I'll work on it. Create habits while you have the energy to, like a workout routine. Hey, listen here, I like being chubby, okay? Non-Indians. What comes to your mind when you hear word India? Holy cow! If you don't know that one, just look up cows in India. Sir? I don't get that one necessarily. Overcrowded. Yeah, I've seen videos and it seems like very stressful. Curry. Haven't had curry yet, doesn't mean I don't want it. Hello, I'm calling from your bank. We believe your computer has a virus. What does a 4-year-old do better than a 40-year-old? Fall over and bounce back. Honestly, those kids will just flop down and then spring back up like nothing happened. Cartwheels and somersaults. Hang on to monkey bars until they get bored. There are some pretty fit 40-year-olds, so they might lose out on that one. Remember the names of the dinosaurs. Unless you're a paleontologist in your 40s. Squat. Yeah, 40-year-olds' knees probably isn't holding up too well, I'd say. Be themselves. Well, obviously, but they don't know who they are yet, so kind of cheating. Be energetic. Well, it's because kids are high on sugar all day. Of course they're gonna be crazy. What are once popular hobbies that are slowly dying these days? Stamp collecting. I didn't even get why people did it in the first place. Don't see anyone playing marbles anymore. I had an awesome collection in school. I had a small collection of marbles. I didn't know how to play the game though. Model trains. I just don't have the money. Building miniature models of ships inside bottles. Now, I don't know what drives a man to do that. It must be something rough. Stained glass. I learned how to make it from my old man, and my junior high art class teacher also taught it. Very few artisans are still around. Blacksmithing. I think everybody should learn that. It seems so cool. Collecting movie theater tickets. I do that. I like to hold on to them until I get a Blu-ray or whatever, and I can stick it in there to know I win. What is a disturbing fact most people are unaware of? Drowning is quiet, and most kids drown right in front of the person that's supposed to be watching them. Adult teeth in toddlers are right under their eyes. Ew. The person you marry is the person most likely to murder you. Approximately 5 pounds of your body weight is bacteria. But it's like good bacteria though, right? But it's like good that if your stomach didn't develop a new layer of mucus every 2 weeks, the acid would cause your stomach to dissolve. In the Czech Republic, there's a church that is decorated with the bones of 10,000 dead people. Now that is metal, or bone, or what is it, calcium? What's a positive example of boys will be boys when they start kissing and holding hands and sorry. digging a hole at the beach that everyone joins in on. It's like a bonfire, but in reverse, you know? Like instead of building up, you dig down. Finding the perfect stick. Oh, such a feeling. Any boy in the room will stop at nothing to open a jar. It's a true test of strength. My boyfriend's little brother and his friend got stuck in a tree because they were trying to see who could get the highest. My 48-year-old dad and his boys are watching Shrek on Netflix Party and arguing about who is the Shrekiest. I know what I'm doing later. Recently, I watched a group of boys use another boy as a jump rope. Jump rope boy was having the time of his life. Big rock near water, must go in water. What hobby gets more expensive as you go? Gambling. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Cars. After you've bought a classic car, it's too late. Photography. A camera body is one thing, but then you start piling on lenses and lights. Oh boy. I think it would be harder to find one that doesn't. This guy gets it. I mean, every hobby you have to buy something. High-end audio. It must suck to be a full audiophile because, I mean, I can listen to anything. Learning how to fly and flying. My roommate's doing that, and the class seems easy, but now the next step is to buy a plane, so... What's the dumbest thing you believed as a kid? That they took everything off the shelves when the supermarket closed. Oh, the amount of work that would have to be put in. My grandfather used to tell me that if I played with fire, I'd pee the bed. I believed him for a while until I got older. I think he was just trying to protect me from the fire. That if it was raining where I was, it was raining everywhere in the world. The sun gives you sunburns, therefore, moonlight should heal them. Okay, but I can't fault their logic. I mean, it makes sense. Don't drink and drive meant all drinks. My dad was super confused when I told him he wasn't allowed to have any soda until we got home. That traffic lights were controlled by someone in a nearby building. I still think that happens today. I mean, they have to know. That teachers slept at school. As the days go by, it's almost more likely. Men of Reddit, what would make a woman instantly unattractive regarding personality or looks? Cruelty. This person has been scorned. Opportunist. They're very nice to you when they need something. Once done, they ghost you. Occasionally, they'll be back when they need something. When you need them, they don't seem to bother much. A need to be right all the time. Well, maybe you're just wrong. I mean, I don't know. Being related to me? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that should make a woman unattractive to you. Narcissism. Bad trait on anybody, especially men too. Being rude to retail food service people in positions of no power. If you scream at a McDonald's employee for making it wrong and you want a refund, you can go to jail. I don't know. If she doesn't accelerate to match speed with traffic as she enters the highway. A little bit specific, but I guess I see the point. And would you look at that? We've come to the end of today's video. Alright, that's gonna do it for this one, so I will see you next time. Goodbye.